It's right now, Sleaze with Leslie Fram.
Guess every time we start the show on Monday, there's so much to get caught up on from over the last 5 days. But here we go. Nancy Grace. I have missed Nancy Grace, by the way. Here she is just ripping Casey Anthony's The documentary on Peacock, saying, you know what, it's just a fat money grab.
I agree with trial judge Belvin Perry. This is just a money grab. She needs money. So what does she do? Come try to get money out of your pocket. And guess what? Thousands of idiots have already signed up to hear Tot Mom talk about her legal expertise, which, by the way, FYI, Tot Mom, that's against the law to pretend you're a lawyer and give legal advice if that's what you're planning to do.
It really is an embarrassing cash grab. Why would people sign up to get advice from Casey Anthony?
It's ridiculous, Tot Mom. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but With Love, Meghan, I'm sure you've watched the whole thing, Barnes, on Netflix, is returning for a second season already.
This is ridiculous. I walked into the room and someone who lives in my home was watching this show.
Someone who lives in your home?
Yeah, only one other person lives in my home. And I immediately said, this doesn't count, because we have a thing. If we don't both watch a show, then if the other person walks in, it's out. I said,
Yeah, same here.
We have a button. Yep, I hit the button. I said, you will not play that for my eyes. The parts that I saw, it's awful. It's so awful.
In all fairness, I haven't watched it.
She's such a fake.
So you're saying she's not Martha Stewart?
She's such a fake.
In all fairness, I have not watched it, but I'll tell you who else is shredding her.
Well, wait, they renewed this stupid thing?
Already. It's already been renewed.
That's a scam. There's no way.
And when that happens, when something's not even over, it's usually saying that it's great and the ratings are good.
No.
Because why would you renew it?
Because she's the whatever of whatever, and they muscled in and said, we'll only do this if you give us 2 seasons. She wants to be a star so badly.
Or an influencer, or, you know.
Yes. And it's repulsive to watch.
Well, someone in your home was watching it. But anyway.
Stop!
Piers Morgan decides he's going to shred Meghan Markle.
The Telegraph said it was an exercise in narcissism, saying Meghan invites people to her pretend house and they tell her how amazing she is. This happens for 8 episodes. And then there's this clip where she harangues one of her so-called friends for getting her name wrong.
I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now. You have kids, and you go, no, I share my name with my children.
Yes.
And that feels so... I didn't know how meaningful it would be to me, but it just means so much to go, this is our family name.
I was educated there. I have a home there. I grew up there. I spent more time there this week than she has in her lifetime. And also, she's not a Sussex. She's a Windsor. You marry into the Windsor family. They got given this title of Duke and Duchess of Sussex by Her Majesty the Queen, the late great Queen. They should have the title stripped, but that's for King Charles to decide. What is interesting to me is that this is the latest attempt for Meghan and Harry to try and move on from the only shtick they had in town, which is attacking their families. And this might be the worst attempt yet, because the reviews, even Variety, the sort of Hollywood Bible, absolutely hammered this. I tried watching it, and after, honestly, about 3-4 minutes, I was done. It was just unwatchable.
He's so right. She's so condescending to her friend.
And if you think about how she's taking on this name, and as he said, it was a title given to them.
Yeah.
What?
She is the biggest scam. And that voice she gets, I'm going to make a cupcake. Ugh.
Tell us how you really feel, Barnes.
I just did, but I love Sussex.
Okay.
I found a game there called Toad in the Hole, and I loved it so much.
I know, you did, I know.
That I had someone make one for me. You throw a coin in a little hole.
You were all about that.
I'm more Sussex than Meghan Markle.
I know!
Is Sussex.
Also, over the weekend, Lady Gaga kicked off SNL. You know, she was the musical guest and the host, and she actually joked around about Joker, folie à deux. She's like, anyway, I'm an actor now. I select films that would showcase my craft as a serious actor, such as Joker 2. But apparently, people thought it was awesome. We got a Razzie, and here's what she said. Joke's on them. I love winning things. My Razzie brings me one step closer to an EGOT. It's kind of like an EGOT, but it's hurtful.
An egort.
I mean, at least she addressed it, right? She addressed it.
I like that.
Oh, all over the weekend, people were talking about South by Southwest, the film festival. Blake Lively debuted A Simple Favor. She said, it's my favorite character I've ever been fortunate enough to play. And her co-star, Anna Kendrick, I mean, minutes after she got there, people were trying to run her down to ask her about working with Blake Lively. Look how she deflected, Barnes.
Yeah. So now the other thing I want to ask you, how do you feel like how does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything happening around going on in the world?
Why, what happened? I did ayahuasca and the last year of my life is just gone, but I've heard the movie's amazing.
It's cringe to watch the videos of Anna Kendrick standing next to Blake Lively. She so does not want to be there.
Well, Blake sort of took up the whole conversation.
Isn't it weird?
And Anna's just sort of standing there let Anna Kendrick speak.
Yeah.
But isn't it funny what she said? Everything going on. Well, I took ayahuasca. And
Blake Lively does not seem like a very nice person at all.
well, let your co-star speak.
That's so weird.
It's so weird. Barnes, one more thing that was kind of weird that came out over the weekend about Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman died of severe cardiovascular disease.
Sad.
With Alzheimer's disease as a significant contributing factor. But they're saying, he was 95, that he survived in the home that he shared with his wife for a week after she died in their living room. That's what has come out. And she died from hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a severe respiratory illness caused by viruses transmitted to humans through contact with infected rodents. The whole thing is just freaking tragic.
So the question I have is, if she died in the living room, how did she get to the bathroom?
I don't know.
95-year-old Gene Hackman didn't carry her.
No.
What?
And he lived for a week.
Wow.
That is your celebrity sleaze.
No Contest Wrestling. O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson with the biggest names in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, X-Pac.
Getting suspended in school, that's the number one thing people, when they meet me, they tell me.
I got detention.
Yeah, everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan.
I couldn't believe that was my time. I was so grateful.
Talking about living dreams. No pun intended, TJ. Relax.
I rarely do these anymore, but I was really looking forward to this.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.